What's up, brothers? Nathan here with Live Bearded, and I'm coming to you with the month 3 check-in on how to grow a beard. Now, as you can see, the growth is going along well. Things are coming in, it's looking full, it's looking like a beard again. But what I am the happiest about during this transition, during this 3rd month, is the mustache is back. My stash is now starting to get to a length where I can starting to train out, get my handlebars going again, and that's been making me very happy. And that's one of the things we're going to go over today in the trim video, is I'm going to show you how to shape and define your mustache so that it looks as good as it possibly can. The other thing I'm going to show you is, now that we're starting to get a little bit more bulk, I'm going to show you how to kind of clean up these flyaways a little bit more on the sides and keep a nice, clean, uniform appearance on that. Now, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I'm not going to go over all the other stuff. You know by now you should be using the wood comb, the oil, the butter, the wash. You know why. If you don't know why, go back and check out the previous videos in the series. It'll give you a nice recap as to why those things are important for the health of your beard. So, without further ado, let's get in the bathroom, let's get this trim going, and let me show you how to shape up the mustache and clean away those flyaways. So, we're ready for the trim. Now remember, the important rules of trimming. Always make sure you've done your daily beard care routine beforehand. You want your beard to be like it's going to be on a natural, normal day. I've already gone through, I've done my oil, my butter. Get it nice and combed out. Hit it again with the boar hair just to smooth it out over the edges. And then hit my mustache wax. Just like a little bit of stash wax on before I trim the stash, just so I can kind of mold it to the shaping it's going to have. Kind of rubbing it in as I go. And then when I get to the end, give it a little snap motion. And that's what kind of gets those handlebars out. Just that little snap roll at the end. Good. So, let's start with the trim portion here. Like we've said before, you want to treat it like a hedge. Stay on the outside. Now, at month 3, a lot of you guys are probably going to be choosing a new shape. This is really kind of that first stage we suggest shaping it out. So, for those of you who are just hitting your shape now, remember, sidelines go from sideburn to the corner of your mustache as high as naturally possible. Straight lines in. Sidelines, you want to follow that natural line that's already there. Neckline, 1 to 2 fingers above your Adam's apple, or like I like, the L shape right around your jaw. Should show you where those lines go. Now, as far as the rest of it, treat it like a hedge, stay on the outside, and just shape it. Never bite into the body of a beard. That's how you put holes in your beard. Nobody wants a holy beard. We're gonna go in here, and you can see we're not taking much off. And getting those flyaways cleaned off. That way I don't have stray hair shooting out. Now I'm getting a little bit more of a corner than I normally like back here, getting a little more of a tail. So I'm going to try to shape that out today as well. And you can see I'm just following the natural line that I already made there earlier. And I'm just kind of straightening it out, taking a few of those hairs off that kind of ducktail out the back. Remember to always take your time with the trim. You can always take more off. You can't put it back on. Same thing, I got a very smaller, much smaller ducktail on this side. I still want to nip it. So sidelines are looking pretty good. Now, on the bottom, I've been growing out the boxier beard. So what you want to do for that is you want to follow that neckline and just keep a nice smooth line going into your neckline. And I've been keeping up on that, but I'm going to just hit a few of the strays that are kind of starting to come out. So if you look, you'll see I've got a couple little strays hanging out there. And voila, nice, evenly neat neckline. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this, what I was really excited for today, and that is to shape out my stash. So the first thing I like to do when I'm shaping out my stash is I actually have this little detailer trimmer that I use just for stash trims. Wall makes it. It's awesome for that. I think that the Brio is amazing for beard trimming, but you can see it's just a little too big to be working inside the stash without ruining, you know, much bigger chunks. So, first thing I like to do, get the stash kind of shaped out. And I get in and I want to make some clearance on my upper lip. Just kind of a nice straight line about the nostril width, right in the middle. You see, I like to take that line just right up to my lip line there. Now, some people like to grow out the full natural stache fort and train it all over, but I just find this one's easier for kissing and eating, which are things I like doing. Nice, simple, easy. Clears up a lot of the lip already. Now I can make kissy faces and I don't have a mustache in there. I know it sounds weird, but most women actually like touching your lips when they're kissing you, not just kissing a mouthful of hair. Trust me, I hear the complaints all the time. Now, the Brio can come back out for this piece. The other thing that's really important is a lot of people struggle with getting their mustache to sit on top of their beard and have it look like a separate piece, right? So the trick to that is actually right under the tails. You see this hair here? You want to shave that back in so that it's flush with your beard. So just a little spot right in the corners under the lip, and that'll give that separation. Like so. Hold your stash out of the way. That easy. See the difference? Sits on top, blends in. Starts becoming part of the beard. Has a clean divide, has a tail. The last step. If you look at my mustache, I've got a few strays that I don't like. I like a really good uniform appearance. So if you look real close, you'll see that I need to moisturize around here, and that I've got a couple of stray hairs. For that, I have these little buggers. Tiny little scissors. I can get in and just nip like one hair at a time with these. Last but not least, I'm going to come in and just get the rest of that lip line now. I'm actually lifting the stash up for this, and then just working the lip line under the stash. There we go, quick and easy to find out mustache. So, there we go. Trim's all done, everything's looking all cleaned up. You can see it's nice, it's boxed back in, it's not kind of puffing out at the sides anymore. And I do like the box look, may not be the look for you, but if that is the look you're going for, that trim will show you how to get there. Now you can see, we'll get a little close in. Stash is coming along nice, beard is coming along nice. 3 months in. I imagine you guys have some awesome looking beards right now too. Drop your beards in the comments below. Let's see how they're going. I'm really curious to see where you guys are at who are doing this with me. The other thing I want to talk to you a bit about is mustache wax. Now, if you're trying to train out your stash, this is the time when it's going to happen. And there are a lot of choices out there. I've tried a lot of them. My biggest issue is I always had a hard time emulsifying down the waxes and not getting chunks in there, and I hated digging my thumbnail through tin cans of it. And so for me, it's been awesome to have the chapstick style mustache wax. It's great. I just keep it in my pocket. I've got it handy all day, and my body heat keeps it at a nice temperature, so it just glides on real easy, and I can just work it on. And it's just a really convenient application and way to have it. Plus, it's got a really nice light smell, so it's really good throughout the day. It pairs well with pretty much any scent I put in my beard. But it's really important. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need a little more wax at first. You don't really want to be gluing your stash down, but a little more wax at first, and just until your hair kind of gets that natural training where it wants to take that shape on its own. So, guys, keep it up, keep your diets right, take your supplementation if you're doing the supplements along the way, keep using the good natural oil for your skin, keep it moisturized, start using that natural butter for your hair, make sure you're washing it all with a good natural beard wash, and if you've got any questions about where you're at, any struggles you're having, anything we didn't cover in the video, drop it in the comments below and we'll get to you as soon as we can. Make sure you're having a good experience along the way. So, I'm glad you guys are doing this with me. Thank you once again for tuning in sincerely. I hope you guys are having a great time with growing out your beards. And as always, live bearded, brother.